What is going on, people? Welcome back to The Rundown with myself, John, Iron Logan, and Anthony, the Figure Posing Channel. This is a show where we
Hello.
normally delve into film and TV, but today we are here to answer your questions on anything ranging from secret missions in Europe run by Anthony or hot toys collecting, content creating, and whatever else you want to talk about. So thanks for being here, everybody. If you're tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, join the Iron Legion, join the group, join the live chat. This is what we're here to do. Have some fun and chat to you guys. So first of all, Anthony, how are you, brother? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And it's kind of a weird week. I'm
Mm.
having 3 consecutive free days this weekend, so that's like unique for me.
What?
So it's time for this Q&A. Let's do it.
Awesome. That is awesome. Wow, you won't know what to do with yourself. I'm expecting
Yeah.
1,000 videos. Let's go. Well, we've got a few questions to kick it off. And before we get into it, guys, we probably will keep this to around about an hour today. I know I hate to disappoint you, but we have some prior engagements. So we'll keep it to an hour. So let's get those questions rolling in, and we'll try not to fuff about for too long answering them so we can have a chat and just catch up. So I know we had a question. I've had a question sent in, and we also had a question that was on the video before we went live that I'm not seeing in the live chat. But Anthony, are you able to just bring up that question from channel member Helen's, the 6-scale Shiro that she sent through?
Yeah, she asked about what the origin is with the Iron Logan figure posting channel bromance.
I think that's a good one to kick it off with, right? Don't you think? The origin
Yeah,
of
we
how
could do
we
that. We could, yeah,
came
we could
to
do that.
be.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, and before we do, sorry, let's acknowledge the people here in the chat because we've got S Beam in the house. Another channel member there, absolute legend. I don't know what he's talking
Great
about here, but
question.
we'll clarify. No,
Great
we'll
question.
clarify that. He doesn't know what he's talking about here. We'll clarify that. We'll come to you next, S Beam, after we do the origin story. So I will not forget that one. We also have yourself, obviously, in the chat, chopping it up for me. I love that. Lakagi's in the house. What's going on, Lakagi? Happy you're late. That means I was early. Nice. We apologize for being late. I had a hair problem, so I had to sort my hair out. And
Counting
Orphan's in
hairs.
the house. He's not happy about the time. We apologize. We apologize often. We'll make it the best 1 hour of your life, though. Let's go.
We'll do it.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We got Mike Mansell in the house, channel member, absolute legend. He took a great photo yesterday in Pose and Chill. I can't wait for you to see it. It's such a cool story.
Dude,
Like
he
little
also
story of this
he
photo.
always takes like the most creative
He
pictures.
does.
Poses
Well,
and
this
stuff,
this he does. He did it so casually. Like he's just like we're chatting away, pop, and I'm like, "Oh, you done?" And like you look at it, even without like the effects and stuff, it looked like an
Yeah.
epic scene. So
Cool.
it's gonna be cool.
Cool.
Thanks for being here, Mike. Renz is in the house. Hawk. I need like caw. I need that hawk sound for Renz. Another channel member here. All my peeps, you're all here. I love it. Absolute legends. He's probably drawing something awesome as we speak.
Probably.
Okay, I'm going to try and pronounce this name. Is it Rucker? Oh, Rucker Man Chris. Okay, that's a lot easier.
Man Chris.
Thanks for being here, mate. This will help get me through a long drive, a long-ass drive. We will try our best. And also, thanks for hopping in the chat.
Oh, that's an eagle.
Okay, that's an eagle. Rans, that's your sound. There you go. We need eagerly from
Yeah, we need him.
Peacemaker. You got another one?
Yeah, I got another one. I don't know.
Anthony's just listening
It's
to birds.
just-
Don't worry, we will.
Dude, it's just a YouTube movie, but it's 50 seconds. I don't know when it's going to come.
Well, I'll continue reading the chat until we hear a squawk. AJ,
Yeah, do it.
what's up, brother? Greetings, friends. My plans got bumped to tomorrow, so you guys have to put up with me. Oh, he's here. Sorry about your
Yo.
plans, but also happy birthday. It's his birthday today. So
Oh,
everybody in
happy
the
birthday,
chat,
man.
let's throw a big happy birthday to AJ. There you go.
That was a small one.
That was a good one, though. You need to get that one. AJ, I hope you're having fun. Crack a couple bevies. Kick back. Enjoy. Thanks, man. Hope the hair's feeling better. Butch is in the house.
Yo, Butch.
So good to see you again yesterday, brother. And thank you for being here today. No work today, I think, for Butch. So he's done for a couple months. So he's here to chill.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he's here to chill now. So a well-deserved rest. Often release the rundown Snyder Cut. My goodness.
Snyder Cut.
Okay, I think we're pretty sure the Eagle was having some kind of issue. I think he was,
Yeah.
AJ.
You know how we do.
You know how we do. Sounds like an eagle having an asthma attack. He kind of did. He was a smoker. Was that a bird being cooked? Nice. And AJ's getting his happy birthdays. Well, because I've been yapping on, how about you want to start? I think I know the answer to our origin story. I thought you slid in my DMs.
No, I didn't. I think it was Lael. Because
Was it?
you and Lael did the Take Your Position Live.
Take your position live, yeah.
And it was like the first posing stream. And I think almost
it was,
one of the only streams I could ever see live. Because all of the other streams are there when I'm asleep. So,
yeah.
because it was the time we still do our streams, right?
Now.
It was the same time.
Yeah, it's this time. It was
And
this time.
yeah, so, and then I started commenting in the stream, I guess, and I was invited. I think that's
Yeah.
where it began, right?
Yeah, I remember talking to you on message before. For some reason, I don't know how we started talking.
Yeah,
I don't know
the
if it
only
was
thing that I
Facebook pictures.
messaged you about before was because you posted in the Six Girl Posers group with your videos all the time.
Started spamming. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked. Yes. Yeah, and then we did Take Your Position, and then we started doing that for a while. And then, obviously we fell in love, and now we're here today. Here we are today. So there you go.
I got a jacket.
We got a jacket. Then we became Jacket Bros, yo.
Yeah.
Jacket
And then you had this
Bros.
idea for the rundown. You pitched the rundown like a gazillion times, and you said, I don't know if it's going to work. Who's going to
That's
listen to
right.
that, dude?
That's right.
So you stalked me for a year, and then we did
Yep.
we did Moon Knight.
I sold him, guys. I had to write this point by point, like just come on, like we think of, and it was Moonlight. It was Moonlight that set it off because of what I thought we could do with a show like that. That was the original
Yeah.
thing of why we
Yeah.
do it. Was to talk about. Okay, so all right, I can add a little bit to that. The reason this show started is, and the reason why I wanted you to do it with me, I remember now. It's all coming back to Iron Dory. It's magically coming back.
You're having all these traumatic fence flashbacks now.
I just remember that I knew I wanted to do a show talking about film. I didn't want to talk about figures. To be fair, like all those getting on streams talking about figures, I kind of wanted to do the films because that's what I love. That makes me want to get the figures generally. And I've always loved storytelling and all that stuff. And I knew I wanted to delve. I didn't think I could do it. I thought, I'm not articulate enough. I need someone who can articulate better than me. So I thought I'd get a guy whose first language is in English. And I'll get him to articulate better than me.
And you
he
got
can.
stuck with me.
I thought you articulated your words very wisely. And I thought, well,
Yeah,
he's
no.
better at me than talking, so let's do it. And then Moon Knight was the perfect, for you guys that we hear from Moon Knight, that was the perfect show to do because of all the,
Yeah.
we thought hidden Easter eggs and things that were the different themes in that show. And that's why I think the Tarantino stuff will actually be good because it'll allow us to go into maybe more the thought behind writing and the creation of film and conversation in film, because I think that's a sick idea. So the more I think about it, yeah, that'll work. AJ says 1 year of stalking. I love that. Now I'll come back. So that's kind of how we met. Yeah, I hope that answers the question pretty good.
Yeah. So thanks to that.
Um,
And your stream.
yes. Thank you, guys. You're in that magic world where you're way ahead of me in the future. Oh, yes, so it's still tomorrow. Okay. Damn. Still in the future. Okay, so
I'm at Saturday. I'll be in the future in like 15 minutes.
yeah, and I'm already kicking on into it. It's 5:45. Sun's coming up soon, baby. Okay, so let's get to. I saw another question in here.
Yeah, Rakaman Chris has
S-beams.
another question. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and S-beam. So we'll address
S-beams.
S-beam before we'll forget about S-beam. So S-beam,
Let's do that.
I can answer this for you. It's Selvig. There you go. Anthony, do you want to read anything you want to add on to that?
No, you're fine. It's Selvig.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
S-beam's just going to delete that part. He's just going to ignore it.
Damn you, S-beam. Damn you. And Rakaman Chris, so he said, have you ever had a posing idea so good you didn't want to share before doing it first? Ooh.
All the time. So, whenever I see Artois releasing something for pre-order, that's when I get my ideas for poses. So it takes like 1.5 years for me to actually execute it.
We actually say that.
It's so annoying.
Anthony's sitting on a wealth of content.
Yeah, and so for that 1.5 year, I don't tell anyone what I want to do, except for John. I tell you sometimes what I want to do.
Yeah, we tell each other.
Because it stops you from doing it.
That's so true. I'm like, that bastard, I can't do that now. I'm like, damn it. Actually, someone messaged me. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, so it's not even when the figure releases, it's when the pre-order opens is when I get the most ideas.
Yeah, that's so cool. Like, when I get ideas, generally I try to do them. Sometimes I think I don't even know if I can do it, like the way I think about seeing it in my mind, because I put roadblocks in my way with hiding stands and stuff like that. So I generally try to see if I can do it first, and then I'll do it, and then generally I'll share it. So yeah, but I haven't really thought about it like that, to be fair. Half the time I actually spoil my videos with pictures I put out on Instagram, because I'm always taking pictures of the scenes I'm doing in my videos, and I put it. You'll see half the video on my Instagram before the bloody video comes out. So I guess I kind of do share it, but after I've done, I share it before the video comes out. Half the time I try to hold on to a couple, so I'm like, oh, maybe if they follow my content on Insta or the pictures I put up, they know I'm doing this video. I'll put out like maybe 6 of the poses out of the 12 or whatever. So you'll see 6 in pictures before, and then I'll release the other 6 pictures after I've put the video out. So kind of like that. I look at my Instagram as a journey of the making of the video. So you'll see like patches of just all the same figure, different poses on my Instagram and stuff like that. Yes. Lakagi, I thought we'd just read this comment. Someone clipped this, I think he's saying. John just remembered something. That is true, I remembered it.
Yeah, play the Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Oh, shit. So I'm even too slow on that.
Oh, that's hot.
Bloody hell. I do love that clip. That is sweet. Okay, so I see DS has popped in the chat, mate. Thanks for being here.
Welcome, dude. He was at like
got an interesting
5,000
question.
subs, right?
I don't know.
I think it was
Is
at
he?
5. I think he posted, and I congratulated on the 5, I think. Yeah.
Oh, holy moly, crushing it. Well, here's my answer to the question. You are DS. Boom. DS is the best poser. Yeah, because he can do
And the
about
quickest.
15 poses in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
DS can make a video in like a day. A whole video. It'll take me 4 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's back in
is
the
quick.
box again afterwards.
Back in the box, and he's making something else. I never even look at it like that. I think everyone can do the poses. I feel like everyone can do the poses. So I actually like Anthony's style of posing. It's interesting. I think we have 2 very different styles of
Yeah, we do.
like posing and content creating, and we actually think about it differently too when we're making these videos. So I think that works, because then he'll tell me things that I'll bounce ideas off, and I don't send him any ideas because I don't have any good ones. I'm just like, oh yeah, that looks sick.
No, we just have 2 different styles. I think that's kind of because I like the thing that you do with the you call it shrines, but it's more of a collage, I guess, of one character, which is pretty cool because it looks like sort of a movie poster. And you like to do scenes as well, which I don't usually do, I guess, just because I don't have the space. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's interesting when it comes to like displaying and posing your collection and doing poses. Like, I think there's so many different ways to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I love how, you know what I noticed when you did, when was it? The Captain America video, when you're going through his range of movement in showing the poses. I think I love stuff like that, but that's not stuff I would ever do. I never think to do that, but I like seeing someone do that. So I can look at it and go, okay, you can do this, you can do that. Oh, you can do the ground pound. Because of that, though, I didn't do the ground pound, and I probably won't do the ground pound with him because you've done it, you bastard.
Yeah, so usually I tend to guinea pig figures so people don't have to ruin their figures trying to do something because I care less about damage. So I'm like, why not then just try to get everything out of the figure just to see what it can do, so people know what it's able to do and if it sustained any damage doing that or not. So I'll try doing it like that.
Yeah.
And I don't
I
think
think
a lot
that's
of people will do it for videos. I know Chilan Wong I think he's in, he's also on Six Skill Posters, but he's also, I think, an admin of, what's it called?
Okay.
16 Republic or something.
Yep.
He also abuses figures just to see what they can do. So we feel it's kind of a service to people just to see what the figures can do.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that. I love that you do that. I think you're good at helping people.
Abusing stuff.
Yeah. Well, you abuse it so the others don't have to, in a way. You can then,
Yeah.
notice things.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that you do that because, it's an expensive hobby. So the fact that you're willing to do that stuff is really cool, I think. And the fact that you put videos out showing people is awesome. So that's one thing I like about that. I think that answers that question. Have I missed any? Because I've seen the chat go down a bit. Let's have a
Yeah, I
look.
think you missed a couple.
Okay,
I think
sorry
we're
guys. Check. Happy
after
birthdays.
the happy birthdays,
After
right?
that,
Yeah.
after the happy birthdays. Recommend Chris's question. What's often saying? What's up, off? We need to do the Andre Ninjutsu. Look like you get him to ask the hard hitting questions.
The hard-hitting questions.
Turned on us. He's turned on us. I feel like we've had this one before. But the first official 1/6 figure for both of you. Oh, do you remember yours?
Yeah. Deadpool.
That's right.
1. So I started collecting 1/6 figure, right? Yeah, 1/6 figure.
Yeah.
So I started collecting 1/6 figures after a Cincy Nerdman's video about Deadpool. I love Deadpool, and he showed me Hot Toys for the first time, to be honest, because he did like general haul videos, and before that I only collected Transformers, and he also had some Transformers, and then he also showed the Deadpool Hot Toys, and I was blown away with the likeness, because it doesn't have like an unhelted head sculpt, of course, so it's like a perfect copy of the Deadpool suit. And it had the die-cast accessories, and you could even get the clip out of the gun. So I was blown away, so I got that. And then I was like, I'm getting all the masked Hot Toys, because as long as they're masked, they just look like a 1/6 version of the character.
Yeah.
So then I got Deadshot afterwards, because he had a masked head sculpt as well. And then I was
He looks
off.
awesome.
After that, I was off. So,
Game over.
the Deadpool 1 was my first.
Deadpool 1. Wow. Yeah, that's a great figure. I remember seeing the video that is an English guy, YouTuber. He had hilarious posing videos. He had Deadpool 1, and just the way he made videos, I loved that video with that figure. I don't have that one. I only have Deadpool 2. But my first figure was Optimus Prime, Hot Toys Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
which is still one of my favorite figures to this day, and one of the most articulate figures I've ever seen. With the feet, the legs, it's just you can do anything. You can do ground pounds with this Optimus Prime. You can do anything. He's got
I
wings.
think
He's got
Alita will be
Starscream
more.
wings.
I think Alita
What's
will be
that?
more articulate.
Oh, Lita, definitely. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just so, expressing how much I love it. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just looking up at it, so I keep actually looking at it. He's kind of behind me, actually. If you can see there, he's standing on top. He's up top, baby.
Yeah,
He's hiding up there.
Optimus.
Yeah. So great figure. That was my first, but then my next after that, they got me. I didn't really kick off straight away. Then I just got it because it reminded me of my childhood, and I played. I used to when I was a kid play with GI Joes and Transformers, and I used to go out into the dirt and create scenes and worlds and tell stories and stuff like that. And I think that's the more I get older and think about it, I used to love doing that stuff. I think that's why I like making videos, telling stories, doing scenes, poses, whatever. So yeah, them, but then Iron Man Mark 43, and was my first Iron Man. I think was it Mark 43? I think it was Mark 43, and then it was the Captain America Winter Soldier 2-pack. Even then though, and then the Wolverine with the black suit. But after I got those, I stopped for a long time, and I just had them in a cabinet. And I didn't really do much, and I wasn't watching any content. COVID hit, and then I started getting them out and playing around with them, and I dusted it, and I thought, oh, let's take some photos, and boom, game over.
Yeah.
Game over. Anyway, DS17, ballin'.
Oh, I thought it was at 5K. I saw some celebration somewhere.
I think, okay, I must have missed it.
Must have been 1700 then.
Rocketman Chris says, I'd love to share the idea I have because I think people would be too afraid to steal it. Well, ooh,
Those are the best ones. That sounds like a challenge,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah, that sounds like a challenge. Don't challenge us. What is the best way to share it with you? Well, I would just, if you want to share it with, I'm happy to help, like give you some pointers or help, or in any way we can. Maybe send it
Yeah.
on Instagram. If you follow me on, if not Instagram, on Facebook, in a messenger or something. Then I can.
And it kind of depends on who you want to share it to, because you could go to the Facebook group 6 Kill Poses, because that's like a Facebook group only for posing. You can share it on Scream if you want to, just share it now, or like John said, do it on Insta or Facebook. It's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Curious to
And if
see
it's a
what
cool
you've
idea you
come
want to
up
do, you
with.
got to give it a go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people would be too afraid to steal it. So it sounds like it'd be a difficult pose. Those ones, though, if you pull them off, can look epic.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. So Iron Logan on Instagram, or John, damn it, John Corbo on Facebook, and I think yours is your Instagram's figure posing, and your
Yeah.
Facebook is Anthony, obviously.
Yeah, Anthony 6 Kill Poses.
What's AJ saying? He's saying, I know I'm not the best poser, but I occasionally have my moments. Ah, mate, you can bust out poses. Come on now. You busted them out yesterday.
Look, it's not important to be like, because we're not the best posers either. We're not like a Peter Ton or a couple of other guys. But I still think it's very important to pose, because as a collector, it's so easy to just go to the
Come back
next,
this
and the
way.
next, and the next, and the next figure, and not really appreciate the individual figures you have, and just look at your collection as a whole, as an accomplishment of a whole, instead of single pieces of art. And I think posing really makes you appreciate figures more. Because I saw DS ask a question about the favorite figure to pose, and my favorite figure to pose is literally the figure that I'm working on that moment, because working on the figure makes you appreciate it so much more, and you see some kind of nuances, and you get more ideas, and that makes you fall in love with that figure for that time at least. And
Yeah.
you get more ideas while you're posing as well, and you see new opportunities. So you get more value out of the thing you bought than when you're not.
I also see it like that. I think you've said it perfectly. I would only just add to that I agree that to come down. I'll just skip ahead a couple here and go to, because it's part of DS's question as well. Favorite
Yeah.
figure to pose. I'll agree with. It for me, it's the character as well. I kind of do a weird thing. I know maybe some people do it the same as well. But like when I'm making a video, I like to. So when it all started for me, I was taking photos to. I thought I'll take photos of the poses so I can look back on them and enjoy them. And then it became, oh, can I make it look real? Or can I make it like a little story? Like I just did a Captain America one where I added smoke and changed the angle of where I put the picture, because I'm like, now I'm like playing around with. In my mind, anyway, when I look at it, I'm like, that's like him being heroic or stoic and adding little elements in. I like looking at the pictures and creating visual scenes, and I like making the videos because I like making them. I like showing people what they can do with their collection, because I think if, like you said, Anthony, if you pose your figures up in your collection, in your display, it I think enhances the love for them when you look at them and it's in a pose that you remember, or if it's a classic character reminding pose, whatever. I love that. So like my favorite figure is pretty much the figure at the time as well, because I'll go back and watch all the movies, I'll go watch the shows, I'll look at comic book pictures, I delve into the character. It's like I'm all in on Sam Wilson Captain America right now. I rewatch the show, I'm rewatching moments of him, listening to podcasts with Anthony Mackie. Like I'm just all in on that character, and I love delving into like each figure. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about this before, but soon I'm going to delve into my Miles and Gwen, which I haven't done anything with yet. But with the movie coming out, I'm like excited, because I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch Spider-Verse 1. I'm going to go to the movies, watch Spider-Verse 2, and then I'm going to make a video. And I'm like going to make a video playing, and I'm going to bring in classics in Spidey, and I'm going to battle Venom, and I'm going to do all these crazy things. And I'm like, okay. And I get hyped for that. So that's my response to that as well.
Yeah.
All condensed by Anthony in a much quicker, more concise way.
I don't think it was that concise, dude. By the way, those questions count for you as well in chat, because for me, I'm also curious to hear about what your favorite figure is to pose, and also what your favorite or your first 1/6 figures were. It's cool to read that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like those questions. I really do. Anthony does. Just
I got to ask that again. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So should we let them know? Anthony buys about 3 copies of each figure, so he will just completely destroy one, and then he will have another one for spare parts, and then another one that he'll keep in a box.
Yeah, something like that.
to resell one day. And he is the high evolutionary of figures.
Yeah, maybe high evolutionary mixed with Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, when if they had a baby.
What are we spoiling this stream since the banner is up? We have to spoil something. That was just a great.
Spoiling stuff about Iron Logan.
We just thought it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
You know how we do. I'm scared to read this. Andre's here, lovely channel member Andre, who always has positive things to say. And again, late to the party. Happy birthday, AJ. But AJ's going to be balling this weekend.
Look, I often got Andre back. He willed Andre.
You willed him into existence.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to ask any questions?
Dude, question? You're allowed to ask any question.
Yeah.
Just as we're allowed to not
just to not answer it.
To not answer it. But we'll try to answer it though. What's the fun in a Q&A if you can't answer anything?
Look at Mike, what a warrior. He goes, join the Iron Legion and share it there. Boom. Woo!
Damn. Give the boy a spanner.
Right. He's right or die. Right or die. I love it. I really nailed that R2-D2 voice yesterday. He did, you know what? He chose the perfect accessory.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was like, I was going to choose R2-D2 and just pose him up and say, I'm done. I'm done posing.
Yeah, he did say that. He busted a couple poses out. Butch says, first of all, John, Gamora looks amazing. Oh, thank you, sir. I'm loving this figure.
Maybe solo her.
Maybe solo her. You want me to solo her? Okay, I'll solo her.
Yeah, solo her, John. Solo her.
Okay, let's solo her. Yeah, I'll see if I can play the
Yeah, that
angle
looks
around.
cool. That looks
Let me
cool.
just remove the question so you can see. I've got a blade out to the side, so she's just brought the blade out as she walks forward.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
That's so cool, man. I haven't finished with the hair. I think I need to tweak the hair a little bit, but
No, it's fine. It's fine. I love the coat.
the coat's awesome. And then, okay,
Then
we're talking about sharing ideas. I also have you're gonna have
Nebula.
Nebula walking in,
Yeah.
probably more so like that when you see it, and then I'm gonna have them like maybe out like that. I'm gonna have Quill in front a little bit, so they're in a shape like a V, like he's walking ahead, but he's gonna be dancing. He's gonna be like dancing while they're walking serious. He's gonna be like dancing forward like that, and that's gonna be a little. And I'm gonna have Rocket, who I now have, Mike,
Yay!
laughing his ass off, at Quill, and that'll be a little
Yeah, I love
scene.
how
So I've
you.
just spoiled the scene.
It's an idea. You spoiled the idea.
I spoiled the idea. That's
Yeah.
my idea for them that I'll get to in like once I finish with Cap and everything else. So, thank you, Butch. And thank you guys for appreciating Gamora. She is awesome. Rocketman Chris says, idea has been sent. I like it. Oh, you can share if you dare. Oh,
On stream? Is it fine
on
if
stream?
he shares it on stream?
Yeah. You should. Let me see.
Iron Man Mark 1 2.0. It is a blessing and a curse.
He is a blessing.
Yeah,
He
it
is a
is a cool
blessing.
figure though. It is a very cool figure.
Let me see if I've got any requests. What did you send it on, Chris? Did you send it on Insta or? Oh, here we go. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Yep, Insta. Let's see what everyone else is saying real quick, and then I'll check the message. Wait for you to reply.
That was an
That was an
amazing
amazing
post you did with R2D2.
You're an abomination. Anthony, I'm curious. How many figures do you own, bro? I'll let you answer.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. Yeah, so I actually don't know. But
I'm just going to mute me for a sec.
I don't miss a lot of releases. And then usually if it's a figure, if it's like a trooper, it's at least 2. And if it's a figure that I expect to really mess up with creasing, I get like a spare one to not crease.
Sorry, I had myself on mute. I think that I'm getting like that. You're freaking influencing me, too. And that's what I tell Lani. Okay.
It's my fault. It's his fault.
That's what I tell Lani. Look, why are you getting a second of that figure? Well, I posed up that one a lot, and I want to have like one pristine, and then when I can leave in like a crazy pose. Forever.
Yeah, that's so that's like the single best thing about She-Hulk. It's Bug, the shoe fetish. Just saying, one to rock, I want to stock.
Yeah, one to rock, one to sock. And I think I feel like for us, or for people who love to like pose and make content, or just pose a shit ton of their figures maybe and take photos and stuff. If you're doing that and you want to have one that you keep pristine, I see the logic in it. I'm crazy like that too, but I don't get everything. So I see the logic. Don't try and.
Yeah. I'm collecting dolls.
Yeah. Where is Captain Marvel? Don't do it to me, you bastard. Often says figure posing. Channel was thinking of his figures till he mentioned 5K.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's
okay,
per
so
quarter.
Rocketman Chris is okay with sharing it on stream.
Okay. Well, he sent it. He sent it in an audio file, the explanation, but he's also sent a picture, so I can't. It's hard for me to listen to the audio, Chris. But the picture.
So maybe put it in front of the mic.
Oh, you want to play the talking? Will that work? Let's see.
I think so, right?
Well, are you okay with that, Chris?
He said
your
yes.
voice on the stream then. Okay. I've got to try and rewind it. It's about a minute, a bit over a minute.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I need to try and rewind it. We'll come back to that in a sec.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Often, I think we've caught up. Okay. Okay. So
Ribbit and ribbit.
He's sent a picture of Superman holding up a car, so I feel like I know where this is going.
Oh, it's like what you and Adam Pagels did, right?
So I did that with Superman in my Superman video, Chris, of him holding up a Barbie car.
Yeah, maybe.
Though, but I think he's
Yeah, so maybe play the voice thing first.
okay.
If you don't
Because I think
know.
this will make context. Well, it's 10 seconds in because I started listening to it and I can't rewind it. So he said that jazzing something. So let's
Let's
see.
do it.
Called Stronghold Displays that makes a
You hear that?
tailor-made mount just for that. I've reached out to them. They said that they can make me a mount. What I plan on doing is recreating this image with the Jazzing 66 Batmobile, the Christopher Reeve Superman, and the Adam West Batman and Robin,
Damn.
66 Batman and Robin. So I do want him flying a little bit off the ground, holding the vehicle up, and then Batman and Robin basically getting ready to bail out with one of the doors halfway open. The mount will be flush and tilted, and it'll basically lock to the tires so that you can't see how it's actually being held up off the ground.
That is cool.
And then to get generic hands,
And then we got
the hands will be super glued to the bottom of the acrylic and then pegged into the Superman figure, so it looks like he's actually holding it up.
damn.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What you
That
can
is an
do,
epic
to be
idea.
honest,
That is epic.
for heavy vehicles, well, don't do it on the V1 Justice Mobile, but other than that, for heavy vehicles, you can use like a monitor stand. It won't be as invisible as your stand, but you need to take one that actually tilts. So I bought one for heavier figures. I never use it though, but I bought one for heavier figures. Just get one that can hold like 2 monitors. But you'll need to get one that can hold 2 monitors, and it has like an arm that you can detach, so that it has like a smaller square as a contact point. You could use that on the bottom side of the Batmobile. It'll be cheaper than the custom mounts, but it might be a bit more visible though.
Yeah. Well, I think he seems like he's set on getting the
Yeah.
mount and everything set up if he's already thought about super gluing
That's going
the
to be
hands.
cool though. It's going to be
Yeah,
cool.
that's gonna look, Chris. I think that's gonna be epic. That's like okay. You literally made me think about a question I wanted to ask Anthony at the end. I had a question I wanted to ask you and see what
man.
all you guys think. But this actually kind of ties into that question. So I might share it now if you guys don't mind. So with that idea, Chris, I think that's awesome. I would almost say, if you could find a way to hold Superman without having to glue the hands,
You don't need to glue the hands because
Yeah, I
you
would
can
look at another way.
you can just unzip the back of Superman's suit, because there's room for like just a bit of wire to stuck there. You can look at Peter Ton's. Peter Ton has a video on hanging stuff up in the air, I guess, on Posing with Peter channel, and you can do that thing and just attach the wire to the mount, and you'll be fine, not super gluing anything at all.
Maybe he's wanting to go for like pure, like cannot see anything. And look, I find that kind of leads into my question, right? So if you were wanting to set it and leave that pose forever, then you could probably look at gluing it.
Yeah.
I would only worry about maybe the figure slipping out from the wrist joint, or like the weight of the figure pulling off the hands,
Yeah,
and then you've got
yeah,
the
yeah,
hands
yeah.
glued to the tires. So I would think about trying not.
Yeah, I would
because if
attach it
that
to the
becomes
body.
looser.
Attach to the body. Yeah.
Yeah, I would to try and attach it to the body, possibly. But look, with that, is that like a set it? Once you've done that pose, you'll leave them in that forever? And that's a question I have for everyone. Are there certain figures that you would put in one pose and want to leave it in that pose forever, Anthony? Which may want you to get multiple of a figure. So I'm like, I want to have this figure. Like for me, I think about Iron Man Mark 85. That's a pose I'll probably leave him in forever. And if I were to pose him up other ways, I would just get another one. I would just get another one.
Yeah, so there's only one figure where I will leave him in that pose forever, and it's the Spidey up there. It's the Sean Furmatch pose that we did, and I did the video on. but Sean did it first, of course. But that Spidey, I will never get out of that pose, so I bought 2 others just to have a Spidey, and the tech suit Spidey I have in the crouching pose, and I like that pose
Yeah.
as well, so I needed another tech suit Spidey. But
Yeah.
that's about it. Other figures I will just pose and just switch it up after a few weeks.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get like a very cool pose, and it almost hurts to to release the pose and get in another pose. But usually I just pose figures up, and I'll just I'll switch it up now and then. I think the only figures I don't switch out are Transformers. I get them out of the box. I get them out of alt mode into robot mode, and they stay there forever.
Yeah.
I don't do anything with those. I just want to see them.
Nice. Well, I actually have one. I think my Loki on the throne. I don't think I bought that throne for Loki. That's like one I think I'll always just leave him in the throne. I've already made the video on him. I've already done my poses with him. He's one that I would definitely just leave. And then there's a few others. I think like the Iron Man Mark 85. I'll probably leave. But everything else I would probably switch up.
Yeah.
Like that Spidey pose. I'll keep that Spidey pose I've got as well. Probably forever, and I do have an extra of that one. But Chris is also saying he's got extra hands. Sweet. Look, I say give it a go,
Extra
mate.
hands.
I would love to see it. I think that's going to look awesome, and I wouldn't worry about anybody stealing that. No, I don't think anyone's going to try that unless they love, and if they do, I would look at that as flattery. Like you've created this awesome idea that other people want to display. That's why I like doing
people
my
won't-
poses. I want people to do them.
Yeah, for me as well. But people won't be doing that pose, dude.
Yeah,
And
people aren't gonna do
it's
that.
not
I
only
don't think so.
the extra about the hands. It's not the fact that you lose the hands. It's more so that the wrist bags won't hold Superman figure, and Superman figure is one of the few figures where it's very easy to just pick them up by the bags, just opening the suit, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, so look, I look forward to seeing it. I say give it a go. That'll be epic, especially with the jazz.
get it.
Like,
And if you don't have it, get a custom cape, because that will make it even more awesome of an idea. than it
yeah,
already
you can have the
is.
cape flowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back. I think we've missed a couple of questions. Did we? Okay.
I think we're at Ren's stealing it. Oh no, it's before that. Action Comics, John's mic.
My mic.
We're at,
Is my okay,
we're at-
guys? Is my mic better? Sorry, let
I
us know
think
that.
so. I think so.
Yeah, I've plugged the internet in, so I have internet streaming into my laptop instead of Wi-Fi. So if my mic is
Wow.
working properly, it was the internet. Look, we're stepping up, guys. We're stepping up the
You're so
production.
tech savvy,
value.
John.
I'm getting up there. I'm definitely getting up there. Action Comics #1
Action Comics #1? What's that?
for the Superman picking up the car, I think.
Oh, okay.
Now, Butch is asking, Anthony, do we collect third-party figures? Well, I think we know your answer.
Yeah, I do, but less. So I used to collect Toys R and Sozo Toys. I think Damn Toys would be
Mm-hmm.
a third party, right? Well, the short answer is yes. So
Yeah.
I do, but less, because I've become more and more dissatisfied with a couple of those, so I do them less. Like for Sozo Toys, I dislike the hands. The cuffs irritate me, and the hands look toyish, so I get them less and less. Damn Toys, Gangster's Kingdom, I'll get those, I think.
Yeah.
I mostly like Damn Toys, to be honest. Sometimes
cool.
there's a toys, and I won't get a lot of toys there anymore. I think I get the Edward Scissorhands, but I don't really like it anymore. So yeah, but less.
Yeah, I don't really, and I just haven't thought about it. I guess there's just certain ones that have come out that I haven't been that interested in getting. I think the first one I'll probably get will be Moon Knight. That Moon Knight one.
Oh yeah.
That'll probably
I'm
be
getting-
one that I would get.
That one for sure. That looks
Yeah.
awesome. And look, coming out of Transformers, we've seen third party becoming better than first party, and there'll
Mm.
be a time where third party will become better than first party for 1/6 as well. So it's just a
Mm.
matter of time where techniques will improve, I guess.
Mm.
So it really depends on the figure and the quality of the figure.
Yeah. 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 It depends on the character, the
Yeah.
figure.
What I don't
Definitely.
do, however, I don't collect KOs because I really detest companies that recast stuff that other companies did because it's like
Mm.
a parasitic effect.
Mm.
They really don't do the hobby justice, and they can't become great by themselves. They'll always need other companies to do stuff for them, and then they'll just recast it and KO it or make like a slight variant. And that's too much stealing for me.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that's not third party. That's fourth party or KO company.
Yeah, it's just straight up stealing.
All I need are figures on the vehicle.
Speaking of stealing, Renz is stealing your idea, Chris. I'm stealing that. All I need are figures and the vehicle.
Yeah,
Nice.
Rens can
I
just
think
draw that idea up.
yeah, he'll just draw it. Often says, I think the last third party figure I got was the Dread. Ah, yes, Dread is cool though.
Yeah,
That would have been
yes,
cool. Yeah,
yes.
if the figure's great, then go for it. You can sketch it. You can get it. There you go. Any figures, art figures, Dread versus VS Toys, Dread. Any of those? I think he's
I don't think
asking.
I know the Sensation Dread, to be honest.
No?
I don't think
And
so.
that's where Chris said he had extra hands. Okay, so we're just
Yeah,
catching up. Now, I have the question that
yeah.
was sent in from Mr. Joseph Dufresne on Insta. So we might get to that
Yeah.
as well.
Maybe do that
Just
first because it
quickly.
came first, right?
Yeah, I know we've left it a while. So before we get to the
Yeah.
next questions, I'll bring up a question sent in. So the question was, how do we choose? So myself and yourself, how do we choose when it comes to buying figures between a live action version of the character versus an animated version of the character to display or purchase for your collection? He said he's currently going through that dilemma with Superman, and I know some people are heated about the Spider-Man 2099 topic right now too. He put in there. So there's a few points in there. So how do we choose what figures we get? So we can definitely answer that. And then we've got, I guess, in regards to, let's say, the 2099, the Hot Toys already did, and the new one that they're doing that's catching a bit of controversy apparently in some of the Facebook groups. Do you want me to start that, or do you want to start that? Or Anthony's frozen. Wait.
Yeah,
Has he?
you
No,
can
he's
start it
back.
off and I'll finish that. And then
Okay.
I don't know if it's my internet because my internet's been doing some weird stuff today.
Yeah.
But either your mic is doing things again, or it's my internet, which could be the case.
I think it's your internet. I think your screen was playing up on my end. Let us know in the chat
Could be.
anyway. Okay, we'll answer that question, then we'll move down the board. So for me, I don't really think about it. I just get what speaks to me when it comes to collecting the figure. So if I was to compare that to things I've got a comic book version of, would be Spider-Man and Iron Man. So I got the classic suit Spider-Man because that's a comic book version, but I just love that figure and I love what it came with, and I loved Spider-Man as a kid, so having the comic representation was fine for me. It just was a cool figure.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to Iron Man, I got the comic concepts because I love that figure too, and that's one of my favorite Iron Man figures. But it wouldn't stop me from getting the real life version either. It comes down to does it remind you of something in your life, and do you like it? Do you want it? Do you like it? That's the way I think about it. If you had to choose between one representation of a character, and that's how you're collecting, damn, like I would just say, which one do you like better? Do a pros and cons of the figure if it's a comic one or a. I'm trying to think what comic Superman one is there that he's talking about. He said he's having the dilemma with Superman now.
Yeah, maybe the SSR one.
So Joseph, if you rewatch this, mate, just shoot me a message. Let me know which one you're thinking of getting. But Anthony, what are your thoughts on that before we move on?
Yeah, so this could be a very easy question or answer. It's just buy what you like, man. Because I think the most important thing to go back to is why do you even collect? Just try to remember why you're collecting figures and what appeals to you, and how they make you feel, and which figures make you feel the things you like. Because you're spending like a shitload of money on figures, so you best get the most value out of spending that. And what brings the most value is different for everyone. Like for me, I collect figures not because I want to remember the movie. So movie lines aren't important for me. Movie posters aren't important for me. Movie scenes aren't important for me. It's just I need a figure to give me like an action or powerful or intimidating kind of vibe, because I love that. So I'll get anything that gets me that vibe. I could love a movie, which is like not an action movie but a thriller, and not get that figure because it doesn't give me that vibe. So when people ask which version should I get, or which figure should I get, just try to remember why you are collecting. Try to forget about social media. Try to forget about what everyone on YouTube says, because everything is just opinions treated as facts. But it's not. And it's all about if something is worth it to you, just get it, dude.
Just get
so
it.
you're the only one that can make that choice, but you really need to think back about why am I even collecting these.
Only when you get in trouble with your partner, you say it was Anthony's fault. That's all. That's all you gotta do.
Only then. Oh, you do it for the kids.
Yeah, you do it for the kids. Okay, so let's go down. What's everyone saying? So, hope that answers your question, Joseph. I don't remember. I think Clipper Keen or Dean might have reviewed it. I can't remember what you're
Just
talking about
Red.
because I'm Iron Dory.
Yeah,
Look,
just
often
Red.
says Silky Smooth,
Silky
Mike.
Smooth, Iron Logan.
I can hear a motorbike
Nice.
in your background too, FYI. Hammering. DS says, Anthony, your Transformers will be contacting the Universe.
Yeah, I think
I
they'll
love
be
that.
contacting yours as well, dude.
Oh, actually, for both of you, I know you don't really watch too much into like feedback of films before they come out, but the new Transformers movie is getting a lot of great reviews. First
Cool.
viewings are saying it's the best one in the entire series, mate.
Ooh.
Like the best Transformer. Yeah, man. I don't know if you've seen that.
That's
as well,
not
DS,
saying
but
much, though.
I'll get out. There's some good
That's
ones.
saying like
Oh,
this is the best
goodness.
Star Race figure we ever gotten.
Oh, get out. Get out. And you too, DS, if you agree with him. Get out. Bumblebee was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. But only because it
never
looked
been
a
in-
bit like G1.
Yeah. Well, this is a continuation of that.
Yeah.
Third parties, but the Caesar Romero Joker looks amazing. It does look amazing.
Well, there have been a lot of impressive third parties, to be honest. Like the first jazzing Justice Mobile was third party, and that was pretty impressive. So every company that became like a regular company had third party figures at one point, and
I'll come back to that.
there have been a couple of cool ones.
There have been. And I hope Moon Knight is a good one. Okay, here we go. Andre, question for Anthony. You and John have been streaming for a while now and have great chemistry. As the rundown hype train gains momentum, will you consider challenging John about his cheap-ass budget mic? I think my mic's fixed. I think it's fixed, guys.
Yeah,
I think.
it's Savage Comment guy.
Don't answer that question. How dare you? Empire Strikes Again is back. What's up, brother? Hey, guys. Hope you're all doing well. We are doing fantastic. Oh, my God. What is this below? Hang on. I'm seeing a freaking super chat. Let's see what AJ's saying. I'm going to get to it. What the heck are you doing, Chris? I finally broke down and got my first third-party figure, but I got it for a good price. So even if it was or was not a hype purchase, it was a good deal. There
That's
you go.
cool.
I broke down.
Can't
That's
resist
cool.
a good deal.
AJ likes that. AJ has got he's got a dealer, man. The stories he was telling yesterday. He's got a guy on the streets. AJ makes a phone call. He asks for a figure. He's got 3 different options every time from this guy. Like 20 minutes later, like what is going on? AJ's got to connect. And Chris, brother, Rocket Man Chris.
Oh, dude.
Rocket Man Chris.
Thank
So
you, man.
1999 super chat. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. That's awesome. That will be my 66 Batmobile forever pose. Okay, that's cool. Would you consider making a blooper gag reel pose video? Deliberately awkward poses, like candid shots of actors out of character. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, so I
could,
kind
guess,
of
yeah.
made it a point to do one blooper slash gag picture after every video I did.
Yes,
You
do.
I don't do it after each video, but I got a couple of. I justified getting a couple of figures just because of that
Yeah.
reason. Like the 66 Batman, Batman and Robin, I got them just for that. The what's the Instagram guy? Cubby Lame. I got the Cubby Lame figure just for that, and I think I'll use Buzz Lightyear for that as well.
Well, you put
So,
Buzz
yes.
Lightyear in your Captain America video at the
Yeah.
end, right? With Cap and Bucky.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and Deadpool. Deadpool is good for that as well.
Deadpool's cool. I nearly put Deadpool on the blurg with Mando, like with his. I thought about
That would be
putting
cool, though.
Mando on front and then Deadpool on the back with his arms around his waist, and
Yeah.
I just didn't do it. So there you go. There's another idea for someone. I think
Yeah.
Mando would look. Deadpool would look.
Thanks
sweet
for
on
the super
blurg.
chat.
Yeah, thanks, brother. That is awesome. And the blooper rule, okay. Anthony does them, so you can check out.
Yeah,
that
but
on
not
his
a
videos.
real. Yeah, but not a real. Just it's not like a couple of them. I just do one.
We could make like a fake trailer to a show and make it all fake poses and make it like, but do it serious as in we're awesome. Come check out our posing. We'll teach you how to pose. And then you have all these shit silly poses. I think we should do that. That'd be fun. Like have them like standing on one leg to the side, like
Yeah, we could-
arms straight,
yeah,
standing up like that.
Yeah, we could even collect them and do them for April Fools or something. We have about a year to collect them. Like.
Make like a trailer. Coming soon to a theater near you. How to pose. My figure posing
And you can
channel.
use your coming soon voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do that.
Thanks
do
again,
that.
Chris. That was epic. I can't wait
Yeah,
to see
thanks.
this Batmobile and Superman picture, especially with Reeves under there. Awesome. Have any of us watched Sisu? Says Empire Strikes Again.
No.
I have not, but I keep hearing about it. So
Yeah.
I'm still in C. I can't believe you couldn't get into C. C, we're watching the final season. Momoa has got a samurai sword, and he's chopping fools. You got to, man, you're missing out. You're missing out. C has better filmed action scenes than most of the things out there today. It's steady camera
Really?
shots. The actors are actually doing the stunts. They just did this hallway scene where Momoa put his samurai sword into a guy's mouth, twisted it in his mouth. You see it, and then pulls it out the side. Like, it's violent as all hell.
I think I got Apple TV just to see C. I think it's on Apple, right?
Yeah,
And I
and then you didn't give
really
it a
tried
good
watching
chance.
it, but I
Get out.
couldn't get through it. I really couldn't get through it.
It's one of those shows that when it gets to the action sequences, they're huge and the production value is amazing. Like I'm talking like Extraction type camera shots where it doesn't even look like the camera cuts and it's like a 2-minute fight scene of people just tearing people apart with blades and
Yeah, okay,
Crazy.
maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it.
God. I'll send you the clip of that action sequence just to see that action sequence. You watch that action sequence, you'll be back on board because the show's full of those. And the guys are chatting. Oh no, it's swapped. Yeah, Anthony's got the bad internet today, not me. Guys.
Yeah, I don't know what
It
happened.
was my internet
I don't know
connection.
what
Then.
happened.
Yes.
Yeah, he infected me.
Yes. Often says he hasn't, but saw the trailer, looked awesome. Oh, are you saying Sisu or Silo? Hang on. Oh, Sisu, because there's a show called Silo coming out on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Thought maybe it was that. But Mike says, Andre, for me, the best Dread is the 3A version. It's based on Brian Bollard version. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have my Dread versions straight, so I don't know which version is which, to be honest.
Oh, Andre's got it. Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, that's no one.
Oh, no, that's the same one.
Which way are you going?
Ah, fuck. Who knows? Wait. No, this is a different one.
What are you doing?
We're shooting for one. I was trying to.
Okay.
Here you go. As the rundown hype train gains momentum, do you think you'll confront Anthony about his bargain basement internet service provider? Woo! It wasn't on me. Hang on.
Damn.
Got him! Oh, that's hot.
Had to. And then my computer just skipped. And
Roasted.
I've lost.
Roasted.
Just
Roasted.
take that, Anthony. Who's looking forward to Barbie? I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch anything
I'll
Margot
watch it.
Robbie.
Yeah. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and Simu. I'll watch for those three guys.
Yeah.
Guys and girls. We're talking more Dread there. Yep. Yeah, when you see his photo from yesterday with Dread, it's awesome. Yeah, that's the Apocalypse War version. Great figure. Okay, sweet.
Is that the elf killing Dread? that
Maybe.
was Mike posing Dread, right? The elf killing one.
Yeah. See, often agrees. Dark of the Moon's action was awesome. I loved that.
Yeah, it's about
base is real low.
Transformers.
Oh,
The
okay.
bar's real low.
The bar's real low, yeah. But I've heard really good things. I have
Ming
the
microphone.
Ming. Then we come down to AJ. So he goes, I mean, even Star A's can find one here
Yeah.
eventually. Their Voldemort looks good.
Yeah, I have the Voldemort, to be honest. Yeah,
Oh,
it does look good.
funny story. One of Mila's friends at school calls me Voldemort when I drop her off. When I take Mila to school, she goes, "Good morning, Voldemort." I'm like, what? I get roasted by this little kid.
Dude, that's hilarious.
And now I pretend to
Voldemort.
I throw spells at her. I'm like, I'm going to cast a spell on you. So, I'm the dad when I go to school. There's this little boy. He's cheeky in Mila's class, and I do this to him all the time through the windows. And then we just do that back and forth every time I see him in the morning. I'm watching you, boy. Often says, I forgot Jazzing's Justice Mobile as third party.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so
casual flex. Casual flex. Oh yeah, I got that one.
Butch says, Anthony John, rooted hair or sculpted hair on female figures? Interesting question.
Huh. Okay. You want to start it?
No, you go, please. Please do.
Okay, so it might be because of my wife, but I'm well aware that I'm collecting dolls. so so this kind of plays into into this question because whenever I see myself dressing up figures or combing their hair, I feel silly, so I don't. So if the rooted hair is great without any futzing, and it doesn't ruin the illusion of it being like a 6-kill figure, then I prefer rooted hair. But sometimes sculpted hair is the better way to go, because it's pretty difficult to do good rooted hair, mass-produced rooted hair. When we talk about companies who don't do like great figures, but have like some great figures, I think Asmus Toys, Gandalf, people complain about his eyes, but I think it's a great figure. And they did amazing rooted hair. It's not a woman, but they did do amazing rooted hair. So if it's like that quality, I love it. Then rooted all day. In our Joker, rooted all day. But sometimes it goes a bit wrong. Like the Wonder Woman one, it went a bit wrong. But the Infinity War Black Widow with the white hair, that was really done wrong. So that
was bad.
I would have preferred sculpted hair on that one. So it kind of depends on the figure, and it kind of depends on who does it.
I think so too. I think InArt are going to lead the way with that. I think what we're seeing from them so far is looking amazing. So I'm interested to see them do Wonder Woman. Now, thinking of Wonder Woman and got Gamora here. Gamora's got, Wonder Woman and Gamora are the only two female figures I have with rooted hair. Luckily, Gamora's just came really good and it's not poofing up, which is good so far. But I am scared to play with it too much. I don't care about playing with it, to be honest. I'm just not even thinking about that. I'm just trying to think about how I can get it to look cool and make it look sweet. But for Golden Armor Wonder Woman, I think it works with the helmet more so, having the real hair come out the back. I've got two versions of that. I've got one with the helmet on, one with the helmet off. So one with the helmet off, I hardly touched it at all. Hair came out. I touched it up a tiny bit and left it. And I find the less you touch it, the better, and less you're going to put products in and slick it down and do all that stuff, which you
Yeah.
can do. And there's some people who've done that really well. I probably would prefer. I don't know. Look, I'm same as you. I think if it's done right, I think it will look better.
It's hard, right?
Yeah, I think if it's done, I think the Joker looks amazing. I can't wait to get mine. I think Harry Potter looks great. I think everything that Ian are doing with the hair
But
looks
for
amazing.
Gamora, I think Gamora's rooted hair is done really well.
It is.
I think
Gamora's
it
rooted
looks
hair's
a
done
lot
well.
better than it would have looked with sculpted hair.
I think if they redo her for the new film and she's got her hair a little bit more dreaded in some scenes, or it's just more slicked down, I think if they did, I don't know. I think I'd like to see Ian Hart do it, to be fair. I don't know if Hot Toys
Yeah.
are there yet, but the quality, they're just not.
No, it seems like they get like too cheap of hair because Asmus Toys and the Gandalf they used wool, sheep wool, and that looks pretty cool. It looks like actual human hair in 1/6
Yeah.
scale, and Hot Toys it usually like Wonder Woman for me it really feels like Barbie hair, and so yeah. So it depends on the
Yeah.
quality, basically.
Yeah. But currently I'm happy with the ones I've got. I just wouldn't, it really needs to. Like, I'm excited the new Wonder Woman, the 1984 one, has the sculpted hair.
Yeah.
I just think, I think it works with that one. So what have we got next? So C is family friendly. It's definitely not family friendly. It's definitely not family
It
friendly.
depends on the family.
And Silo's already out. Oh, sick. Yeah. Well, I've got to catch up on so many shows. Chris says, everyone in Hollywood has been copying this film since its release. The most epic action film ever created was done in Indonesia, and it's called The Raid Redemption. I've heard of that. I have not seen it, but I have heard of it. Have you heard of that? Raid Redemption?
Yeah, Raid is pretty cool.
Haven't
Yeah,
watched it,
because
missing out, he says.
I did like Silat, and the Raid is Pencak Silat basically. It's Silat basically, so it's like a must see if you're doing martial arts.
I need to check it out then. I need to check it out. Savage comment guy Andre.
And the
He's
guy in
back.
there is the same guy. Chachap Arif Rahman is the guy who was also in John Wick 3, and he's also in the Raid. And
Was he in-
gave
is he the
Silat
guy that-
seminars as well?
Is he in the movie with Mark Wahlberg? There's a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know.
I feel like
I
he's an
don't
agent in
know.
that. Often it's just hashtag me Iron Voldemort. I like that. I'm
Iron
into it.
Voldemort.
I like that. Why don't you get, thank you, sir. The collection is in disarray at the moment. I need to repose everything, and I'm going to start building out scenes for my new show On the Shelf. Hashtag plug. I mean, she's not exactly right.
No, yeah, technically she's right.
It's an action figure.
It's an action figure. Action.
Action. Figure. When Lani wants to hurt my feelings, she'll say dolls.
Yeah,
Andre
so-
with the
so
super
mine-
chat.
Mine doesn't do it to hurt my feelings. It's just like the standard,
She's just like, that's the fact.
and laughs, and then laughs.
That's the fact. Bloody hell. Andre, thank you.
Oh,
brother.
thanks, Andre.
He's thrown in a bit of. He's thrown in some sweetness with his salt today. Love the rundown, Voldemort and Anthony. You guys are the best, and everyone in the chat is awesome to hang with. You guys make every Saturday great. Oh, Andre, you are the man, brother. If I
Thanks,
could read
man.
properly, freaking hell, I'm butchering it.
Yeah, and it's the
You are the man.
same to us. We should super chat you guys, to be honest, because we've said this since Moon Knight, right? Since the first time we did the rundown. It feels like our little book club, even when we don't do books or movies or series or anything. But the fact that you guys just show up every Saturday, that's really what makes the rundown. We just babble
Yeah.
a bit, and chat makes the
Yeah, we just
rundown.
babble. We just babble.
So
So
thank you.
I'm actually loving this Q&A format. I'm loving it. It's fun. DS says, "Yep, Anthony, I feel like you feels like I'm messing with the Barbie doll with the rooted hair, especially when it's bad.
Look,
Sculpted hair all day."
whenever I even attempt to like style the hair, I just feel like I zoom out and I see myself playing with the doll, and I feel sick, and I stop doing it.
Your wife is conditioning you,
Yeah.
Anthony. We're here for
It's
you.
like this.
We're here for you.
Yeah. And I hear it like this voice: "You're a grown-ass man playing with doll hair."
Yeah, I'd hear DS's voice. I'd hear that in my head now when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
John, what are you doing? Carl Urban Dread. Raid Redemption came out at the same time. I did watch Dread in cinema because I watched the Raiders. I thought they were very similar. That's why I missed out on the 3D.
Cool.
I remember liking that Dread with Carl Urban. I've only seen it once. Okay. A question from DS. Do you guys have a Grail piece and you wish you owned, or do you own it? Do you own it already? A piece that you wish you owned, or do you own it already? It's kind of like an awesome figure. There's one I want now that I don't
I'm
have.
the other way around. I only have things I wished. I think no. I think I only wished there are some things that I didn't have. I think because they take up space. I don't think there are any grills left today
There are for
because
me.
everything has been reissued. Sorry?
There's a couple for me that I want. And it's not that I can't get them. I've just got to decide how much I want to spend on them. So I'm in kind of a different dilemma. But like, okay, I'll share one. One is I can't even remember his bloody name from Guardians. Michael Rooker.
Yondu.
Yondu. Right. So, but that's New Grail because I wasn't thinking about getting him because I wasn't thinking about going down the Guardians line. But after rewatching the films and then
Yondu is a grill.
yeah, so for me, I can get him right now. He's just very expensive, and it's like, yeah, I don't know if I should do it. But he would be one that I would get. Drax, I would get because I have a vision of what I want to do. Having a Guardians on the shelf, long-term display to remember
Yeah, but
that
would you
trilogy.
consider Drax a grill?
No, not a Grail, but he's difficult to find for not an astronomical price, which can sometimes, if you want it, like it's like I want it, but it's very pricey. So I kind of wish they would remake it, or I don't know. But I think that, and then there's lots of figures I missed out on because I got started later. To be fair.
Oh, I think I got one, but it's not like an old one. I think I would love, but I just don't have the space to do anything with it. And I think it's too expensive to import. The Ecto 1 Afterlife. Because it's I grew up with the original Ghostbusters, but I really love the ragged up version of the Ecto 1 that they gave you in the Afterlife. So maybe that one. That would be a cool one.
That would be a cool one. Yeah. And I think for things like that, I'll get like that. If I get a thought in my mind about how I want to do my display and I don't have that figure, like it's really pissing me off that I don't have Yondu and Drax, because I'm like, I could complete this whole vision that I have for how I'd want to have them displayed. And now I can't unless I want to fork through the nose. And then I go through the thought of, do I want to spend that? Like I generally,
I can't sleep.
Like no, I can't sleep. And like, why even make a video with just 4 of them? I need all of them. I need.
Just do it.
I might as well just not do anything.
Just do it.
That's how my brain goes. Brain goes. Now look, we're over the hour mark, Anthony. So maybe we'll start wrapping it up because I'm mindful of time for everyone. So let's go through these next couple of questions.
Is the raid directed by a Welshman? Dude, I didn't even know that.
Hell, I did not know. They were in Force Awakens, I think. I'm not sure. Flex comment guy. Raid 1 and 2 fire.
Yeah,
nice.
the raid slip.
Next week's rundown, the Raid Redemption. You have homework. There you go. It's okay. We've been there with the figure hair. I'm so bad with it. All mine ran away over a decade ago. Like me, AJ. I'm with you. I'm getting better though because I do Mila's hair for school every day. I'm getting my skills. I can do 2 ponies. Like I can do pigtails. Watch out.
Wow.
I might do it for Gamora. Give 2 pigtails. Oh yeah, AJ met Michael Rooker on the weekend.
Damn.
Made me want to get his figure a bit more, but I'll
Yeah.
hold strong.
It's a very cool figure.
Yeah, I've been watching
I'm
videos
just
on it,
glad
torturing
it's not
myself.
flaking because the coat, the long coat could flake. It's not at the moment.
Yeah, I'm torturing myself. I literally watch videos on it, and then whilst trying not to want to spend that money, I keep like making myself want to spend that money. Now, Butch has a question for Anthony and John. What's your favorite version of Sam Wilson, the Falcon, or as Captain America? That's easy for me, Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
If you're talking about figure,
Well, yeah. So what I would love is the Civil War Sam Wilson version,
Mhm.
but done in the engineering of Captain America version. Because those wings, you can't beat those wings. If they would release like the Civil War version, or so the same figure but in the palette of the Civil War version, that would be my top figure. Because I
Yeah.
love the way the suit looked, more than the Captain America suit does. But those wings, dude, those wings.
the wings are just phenomenal. They're crazy. They're so good. So Sam Wilson's a figure that I'll have 2. Like it's just I'll skip out on another figure just to get another one of this Sam Wilson. So in my collection, I can have one with the wings, one without. Like that's how much I love that figure. Like if we're going to do top figures of the year, like this year has been phenomenal for figures so far.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
Mando Chrome is one of my favorites. Cap, Sam Wilson Cap is amazing. I know there's been others. I know there's been other great figures. Ahsoka from the show, I think that's a great figure. Heaps of good figures this year.
Yeah,
But
Luke's a good figure. Ahsoka's a good figure.
Luke is a great figure.
There's been a lot. I
There
even,
has been a lot.
but that's what I said. Once you start messing with the figure, you just really love it. I really love the Black Widow figure now as well, because I didn't have a lot of love for the solo movie Black Widow figure, but then I did a posing session with Helen, and I got a pose out of that which I really liked, and now I'm doing a posing video with the same figure, and I really like it.
Yeah.
It's a great figure. It's the best Black Widow figure we got so far.
Yeah, I think that one's epic. That's still one I need to pick up. Luckily, it's here locally, and I can go grab it.
And yeah,
I'm just
often the
waiting
red
for it to
suit
play
from the Falcon and Winter Soldier, that would be really cool. But then with the engineering of Captain America Falcon.
Yeah, I think the Falcon, the Captain America. I love the white, and I just think it. I love that suit. I wish they would keep that suit for the new film, but I know they'll bloody switch
Yeah,
it up.
so I
I
don't.
love that white.
I kind of disliked the suit until I got to do a posing video with him, but I really didn't like that suit. And I loved the Civil War and the Falcon and Winter Soldier version of it.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, and I loved rewatching that show. Rewatching that show, I just was vibing, just like we were watching Hawkeye again. I loved rewatching Falcon and Winter Soldier. Chris says, you are home alone and your house catches on fire. The fire is beyond containment and you only have enough time to grab one figure. I hate this question, Chris. You're going to make me choose?
I hate that, yeah.
Well, okay,
would
that's kind
have
of like
to
saying, what's your favorite?
Yeah, yeah. I don't. That would be too hard for me to answer because it could be like the In-Art Joker. It could be the Yondu.
Who's your favorite character, though? Would it be Deadpool?
Yeah, but you don't need to save it because you can get it. You can get that pool for like a reasonable price. So it would be. It would have to be one that you don't get for a reasonable
You
price.
can't.
So maybe Yondu, maybe Iron Scavenger, maybe Arena Boba Fett. I don't know.
Ooh.
I really don't know.
I love how you see. This is how I love how Anthony's mind works. Anthony thinks logically, like, oh, okay, if everything burns, what figures can I get again, and what figures can't I get? And that's how he makes his decision. But when I hear that question, I think, what's my favorite figure? And then I don't even think about what could I purchase again. I think about what do I not want to lose right now. It's funny how you think differently like that. Hulkbuster. You grab Hulkbuster, run out. with
Yeah,
it.
I don't think you'll make it out of the fire when you carry Hulkbuster.
Oh man, yeah. See, that's tough because Mark 85 Battle Damaged is one of my favorites. They all have special meaning. God,
Yeah, they do.
if you had to go something that I don't know if I could get it again, maybe the Optimus Prime, because that was my first figure. That's what started it
I
all.
think if you put like 100,000 Hot Toys collectors in a row, you would be the only one that would say the Optimus Prime.
Screw you guys. Screw you guys. That's a great figure.
Yeah, but that's makes it
Yes,
beautiful.
back me
John.
up. I'll pull him down right now. I swear to God, I'll get him down. Yes.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
AJ says, I almost got Chromato, but passed. It was too late. Oh, AJ.
Yeah, and guys in chat,
I don't
which
wanna
one would you
enable-
save? I'm really curious to see.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, what figures would you save in the fire?
Yeah.
Andre says, I would burn alive while trying to decide. There you go.
Yeah, probably
That
me
makes
too.
sense.
I would trip
Yeah.
over boxes probably, trying to escape
Yeah.
the fire.
Yeah. I would bust a window open and try and throw them out. At least something, maybe they would survive. Throw them out the window. Deal with the breakage later.
Yeah.
TS says Civil War design is superior.
Collect the
but
soul
new
stones.
wing. Yeah. Yeah. The new wing engineering on the cat is crazy. It is. Just presence alone. Presence alone. I would have to grab Loki and Cap.
Loki
There you
and
go,
Cap.
Butcher grab. Well, let's get your guys' answers in on what you would grab, and then let's wrap it up. Just being mindful of time. I think we've gone through quite a few. Anthony, while the guys are sending in their responses, what have you? So, how's it going with the Black Widow video? How are we going? We getting close? What are you going to do?
Well, we're not getting close. So I shot all the footage. I think
Nice.
it's basically, I don't know. I think it's basically 4 or 5 poses and then variants of those poses. So ultimately, there's going to be a lot of poses in there, more than I thought. But the problem is, I have collected all the footage that I shot, and now the video is like 51 minutes. So that's going to be a problem because I'm aiming to have it like 15 minutes. So now I don't know what to cut and how to cut, but I'm going to have to decrease it by a lot.
Damn.
We'll have to see how that goes.
That's tough doing it like that. I'm at the dilemma of like might add a couple more extra scenes at the cap because I have a few more ideas I want to pose, but I'm like I try to keep it to 10 or 12, otherwise I just drive myself crazy. Well, I can't wait to see it. So you got a long weekend. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. AJ says for him it would probably be Dooku for value, and for sentiment it would be ESB Yoda. There you go.
You could just chuck Yoda in like a pocket. Just in your...
Yeah, you can put. Yeah, I mean, I'd grab a Grogu and put it in my pocket. I'd definitely grab a Grogu and put it in there.
Yeah.
DS says that Prime is dope, but 6 scale collectors wouldn't care. Well, they're missing out, DS, because that
They're
Prime
missing out.
is freaking dope. Andre, I would grab my custom Kyle Reese from Terminator. I think. Oh, nice.
Yeah, custom ones are cool to grab.
AJ met Kyle Reese the other day too
Just figure posing cut.
at the con.
Yeah.
At least the figure posing cut. Nice. Chris says Logan inspired me. My Iron Man inspired my
Oh, dude,
Iron Man
that's cool.
display. Oh, sick! From left to right is Iron Man from the first movie and his suit with arms. Wow, leading to the key moments.
Nice.
That's cool.
Nice.
That is awesome. That's kind of what I'm going to do with my shelf. I'm going to have 2 shelves going across, and I'm going to have the suit 1 to the last suit, and do like diorama-esque moments from the films or things that remind me of Iron Man. I can't wait to do that. But thank you, sir. That is awesome. And the final figure to the far is Tony Stark sitting in a chair backwards, giving. Oh, dog!
Yeah, that's
Don't.
cool. That's cool.
That is freaking cool.
Yeah.
Chris has got some freaking awesome ideas.
Yeah, because that's like the whole Tony arc on the
Yeah.
shelf. Yeah.
That. Oh shit!
Look, I like that more than collecting
is cool.
the whole line for a movie and putting them together. I like the symbolism of the whole arc is awesome.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Especially when
That
you have
reminds
like
me-
the Mark 85 battle damage with the snap, and then
Yeah.
that Tony sitting in the chair backwards giving the endgame speech. to his daughter.
Yeah.
Great idea, man.
Great idea. That's the stuff I'd love to delve into. Is like how to set the displays of the characters you love. That's why I collect the same character. Like you said, the shrines type thing.
Yeah.
That's a cool shrine to Iron Man. Mike says, me, it would be Dredd and Ray. Nice.
Which version of Ray?
Afro Samurai, but only because it's a custom that I actually painted myself.
Yeah,
I saw
that's
your
cool.
video
That's
yesterday,
cool.
actually, DS, where you did it on the shelf and you had the Afro Samurai in there. That was cool. I did see that. He's right. I did. He was amazing. Yeah, that's right. He met Kyle Reese. Anthony's internet is getting bad. It looks like he's on Crime Watch with his face blurred. He does look like he's on Crime Watch. Often just burned you
Crime
again.
Watch.
Woo! ROS return. All right, you can get the custom clothes for the scene for pretty cheap now. Oh,
Oh, cool.
I say I want that. Oh, can you send me a message where you got them from? I would get that.
Cool.
I think you've inspired me, Chris. I want to add that version of Tony to my collection. If you send that to me, I will get it. That is a great idea. I won't steal your idea, but I'll definitely get that. That look. I love that look with this blue sweater. Damn. What is your most... Okay, let's finish up on this question then from Renz, and then we'll wrap up. Ren says, what is your most modded figure? Do you have one?
I think the one I modded myself, I think it would be Tech Suit Spidey, because I stripped the suit off of the Spidey body, which is completely red, and I shaved off a lot of things from the pelvis,
Yeah.
abdomen, torso as well, just so I could do the Civil War pose easy.
Is that the one with him holding the shield, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the most modded apart from custom figures.
Yeah, that's pretty intense, shaving down the body of the figure and like fully undoing it. That's pretty...
Yeah,
That's
so I
pretty deep.
opened up Spidey, I opened up Shang-Chi, Black
You
Widow, Bucky. I think that's it.
Yeah, you've
And
modded
some
a few.
custom capes, but custom capes doesn't count, I think.
Yeah, I've done a few too. I've gotten custom capes for most of my figures. Thor, Superman, Batman, whoever else has a cape generally. I've taken the fat suit off one of my Beskar Mandos and one of my Durasteel Mandos. So I thought that was a pretty good mod. I watched Peter's video and took it all out and cut all that. So I know how to do that now. I just modded. Who did I just mod? I did do something. What was it? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel like I modded someone else just recently. Wolverine.
Someone else.
Someone. Well, actually, that was one of my first ones. Wolverine. I took the black suit off and I just mixed and matched the outfit. That's not really modding. That's
That's
just
not
I
modding.
just,
That's not modding.
I just used different things really.
Yeah, and I have
Yeah.
like big ideas for Vision. So Vision is going to be my most modded figure, but I still need to figure out how I'm going to exactly do that. But he's going to be my most modded figure, but I haven't got around to do it yet.
That's cool.
Yes, often, of course. And I affected Helm as well in wanting to do that, because Stealth Suit Spidey, his body is perfect for Yelena, and he has the neck also, so I can use the neck if need be, and then Yelena's head sculpt. But I still have to wait for Yelena, because I pre-order everything, so I usually have slow batch, not quick batch.
That'd be cool to see though when you do. AJ says I'm really not good at modding things, so I kind of avoid it. Look, and if it's not something you're into, I wouldn't advise doing
Yeah.
it.
Then don't do it.
I've only
Not
just
at all.
grown into it. As time has gone on, if I see something I like I would maybe give it a go or whatever. But yeah, just each to their own.
And there's
with
no really real need to do it, except for some small things like with Bucky. Just pad him up a bit, and he looks a lot better because
And Shang-Chi.
yeah, as well. But Shang-Chi takes a bit more effort than Bucky does.
Oh, actually, one I did. I beefed up my BVS Batman. I did the Dean Knight
Oh,
mod
yeah.
where you put the things to beef his chest out, so the cow sits on the chest better. Doesn't have that gap. So yeah, that was a big one, taking him apart. Opened up the backs of Supermans and added the custom capes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's see how long we can drag this out. Can see the stress in John. No. Okay, look, we'll wrap it up, but I'll finish with one story. I'm going to finish with a story, a quick little story to wrap everything up, if you don't mind, Anthony.
I don't mind.
Yesterday, when
I
we had
enjoy your
Pose and
stories. I
Chill,
quite enjoy your stories, John.
well, I think you'll like this one. We're going to have a story time with John right now. Yesterday, when we were doing Pose and Chill, my light in front of me is quite bright. I'm just pre-setting this, and it's quite early in the morning, so I'm squinting, and I can't really see much. Everything's dark outside of this light in my eyes. But we were doing Pose and Chill yesterday. I was fumbling about. I knocked my mic over, nearly dropped Gamora, and I was just focusing.
As we do.
Lani, as we do. When I finished the stream and I came in, I went to see Lani, and she goes, "Did you not see me standing there for like 15 minutes looking at you through the hallway?" And I'm like, "No." And she goes, "I literally just draxed you for 15 minutes and you didn't even look at me.
Okay, that's cool.
You just ignored me."
Draxed you.
She draxed me. She just stood there, invisible. I could not see her at all. And then she's like, "You just ignored me." I'm like, "I didn't, I promise." Oh, Jesus.
Dude, I'm just
standing
jealous
there.
that she actually knows Drax. And that she can say, "I Draxed you."
She definitely,
That's so awesome.
She definitely does. We love Drax. She drags me. She definitely drags me. Oh, we got a Robert online here at the end. Let's see.
Yo,
Greg Moore
welcome
pose.
aboard.
Thank you. I'm surprised her legs
It
actually
is.
stay in pose because whenever arms or legs are posed, they never stay in place. For some figures, I think she's actually holding it pretty well.
Yeah.
Holding the legs like that. And I've got her leaning up against the side of the stand just to help her stand. So there's a stand that you just can't see it because the leg's blocking it a little bit. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, Robert. Thanks for being here. We are wrapping up now, so we'll finish up. Thank you, Chris. Price unfortunately has gone up. That's fine.
Thank you.
I'll have a look. If I like it, I'll get it. But coming up on my channel, guys, I just dropped a Mando and Blurg video. So Mandalorian and Blurg, just 10 scenes of how you can pose Mando with the Blurg using different accessories. So if you have a Mando and Blurg, go check that out. And if you want to learn how to use the accessories in different looks, you can get a lot of different poses with the Blurg and Mando and other characters. I'm also filming Captain America Sam Wilson video right now, which would be 12, maybe 13 poses. And then I'm going to be working on, I think I'm going to be working on, I don't know. I've got a lot of videos I want to do, so we'll see what I'm inspired by next. But check out my channel if you like posing videos. Check out Anthony's channel. He's so close to 1K.
Thank you.
He's so close. Let's get him there. He deserves it. I think you need like 9 more, right? 9 more people to subscribe to your channel. You've hit 1K.
Oh, dude, last time I checked, it was like 12 more or 13 more.
I
Maybe
think
it's
it's
9
9
now.
now. I think it's 9. I think it's 9.
Cool.
So everybody, if you're into posing, you want to see someone go the extra mile and do things to their figures so you don't have to, so you know what the limits are, go check out Anthony's channel. And to see my poses before they come out from when I steal them from him, go check out his channel.
Follow Instagram.
I think there's one I stole from you in this one. I didn't mean to, but it was like a running pose. I think I did steal that, but I changed it up after you called me out.
Dude, don't.
Other than that, though, hit the like button. That helps us in the algorithms. We appreciate that. All of you guys who tune in every week, and all you new guys have come. We hope you come back when we do our next show. I'll announce it on Instagram. When we're going to do our next show and what it's going to be on. We're going to have a talk behind the scenes what we're going to do.
Cool.
Other than that, yeah, thanks for being here. Everybody in the chat, super chats. Andre, thank you so much. Chris, thank you so much for the super chats. DS, thanks for being here. Butch, Mike, AJ, often as always.
Yeah, and the cool thing
our
about the
special
super
producer.
chats is that they're really not necessary because every comment gets read either way. So that's ultra cool that
So-
you guys do that.
Yeah, we
Thanks.
appreciate the support.
Yeah.
And Empire Strikes Back. I hope I'm not missing people. Robert, who came in at the end there. Renz, my guy, Hawk Boy, doing what he does. And if I've missed your name,
Yeah, and
I
in the beginning
apologise.
we had Helen and S-Beam.
Helen S Beam. That's right. It's Selvig S Beam. In case. Eight left. You got eight
Stands
left.
for Selvig.
Boom.
Whoa, thanks.
8 left to 1K. I think next time we do a show, we could be celebrating his 1K. I think we
And
could.
I still need to do like the giveaway announcement.
You better get ready, man. I think
Yeah,
it's
we kind
coming.
of covered that it was going to be like 4th of July, right? So we'll do it
Yeah.
at the 4th of July. Everyone who's in
Okay.
is eligible.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this format today. Let us know write a comment on the video after if you like this type of thing. If you want us to do it more and more regularly, we'll figure out what we're
Or
going to
less.
do next. Or less, yeah, whatever.
Or wrap it
Okay,
quicker.
yeah, fine, yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. With that, we're 30 minutes over time, as always. Till next time,
How we
guys.
do.
You know.